Mom gives birth to triplets. Doctor freezes when he sees faces, says odds are 1 Indiana 200 million. Becky Jo Allen and her young daughter Indiana lived a safe, quiet and comfortable life in England. One day, however, Becky Jo began to feel nauseous and suspected she might have fallen pregnant again. It turned out she was indeed expecting triplets. When the time came to deliver them, however, a surprise even bigger than that announcement was to come. What happened was so rare that the chances of it occurring stand as high as 200 million to 1. Becky Jo and her daughter Indiana lived just outside the city of Liverpool, England. Their life was a calm one, until one day Becky Jo began to suspect something was happening inside her body. It started when she began to suffer from nausea. Becky Jo told the Liverpool Echo, "I had been being very sick and had a really bad headache, so I booked an early scan, and that was when I found out I was expecting triplets. It was the biggest shock of my life. We haven't got any triplets in the family, so it came completely out of the blue." The mom was understandably shocked, but delighted with the news. Indiana was to be the big sister to 3. Becky Jo received plenty of support from loved ones and went about trying to mentally prepare herself for the task of bringing 3 children into the world. In week 31 of her pregnancy, however, Becky Jo was rushed to hospital with complications. There, she delivered her triplets via caesarean section. Due to the premature nature of their births, they were extremely small. The smallest of them, Rocco, weighed just 3 pounds. His brothers were only slightly heavier. As a result of their size, all 3 had to spend 6 weeks in intensive care. Pregnancies involving triplets are fraught with risk, and it's rare that all 3 fetuses survive. However, Becky Jo's 3 turned out to be fighters. They all recovered, steadily gained weight and became stronger with each passing day. Then, after almost 1.5 months in hospital, the boys were able to go home. Now, Becky Jo herself was convinced her boys weren't identical, even though she had trouble telling them apart. But as they grew, people continued to struggle to know which one was which. Strangers would stop Becky Jo in the street just to ask. So the mom decided to investigate the matter further, contacting a lab that helped to perform DNA tests on the 3 brothers. The results proved that the brothers were genetically identical. The chances of that happening can be as high as a mind-blowing 1 in 200 million. Reportedly, the odds of triplets being born have increased with the introduction of test tubes and hormone stimulation. Even so, to be genetically identical is still extremely unusual. We don't get anywhere fast because people are always stopping us when we're out and asking if they are identical. I was always convinced they weren't, because that's what I had been told during my pregnancy. As one might expect, the family go through a lot of resources. Becky Jo herself says the washing machine is running almost 24 hours a day. And just look how big they've grown now. Understandably, this adorable family gets plenty of attention when they are out and about town. What do you think? Scroll down to comment below. Don't you forget like, share and subscribe Amazing Story Today channel. Thank you for watching.